Imagine turning your phone into a money-making machine. While y'all scrolling for entertainment and them little dopamine hits, I'm scrolling to find the next flip to make my next $100. Check out my last video to hear how it all began. But today, man, I got a wild one for y'all. Let's talk about the time I got scammed, banned, and still came out on the top. So let's rewind back to when Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp did not exist. I started my journey flipping phones in local Facebook groups. I quit my job after my first flip made me $300. Within a month, I was juggling about 3 or 4 phones at a time, keeping inventory in hand and constantly hunting for deals in those groups. But here's the thing, when you're in a game like this, you start noticing all your competition. It didn't take really long for me to realize there was about 4 or 5 main people running the phone game in this city. Most of them were older than me or more experienced. Out of those 5 people, it was one of them who stood out, this Mexican lady. Now, at the time, I didn't know her too well, but she was definitely doing her thing. And she had her clients locked in. And out of all the Facebook groups that I was in, there was one of them that had about 30 to 35,000 all local members in the city at the time. And by far, that is where I got most of my sales. One day, the Mexican lady hits me up wanting to buy one of my phones. No negotiations, full price. We meet up, she checks it out, then she hits me with, hey, I've got a client coming that wanted this exact same phone, same color, same memory. I'm gonna actually add some money on top of it, go sell it, and I'm gonna come bring you the cash. I said, shit, hell yeah, go and do your thing. 10 minutes go by, she comes back, cashes me out, and she's like, hey, we should do more business together. And I'm like, for sure. I'm just thinking, bet, I'm excited. You feel me? But here's where things started to get interesting. So some time goes by, she hits me up again. This time I recall clearly, it was a gold iPhone 5S, crispy, brand new condition, in the box, factory unlocked. At this point, me and her are basically each other's biggest competition. But since I price lower, when we do these deals together, she makes her money on top of mine, and I'm cool with it. So she wanted a middleman to sell again. She grabs the phone and says, hey, I'm gonna go sit in my car because I don't want the whole situation to look weird when her client gets there to go sell the phone. I say, cool. 10 minutes go by. She comes back and says, I'm so sorry. He told me that he's not going to be able to make it today and then he wants to buy it tomorrow. She basically apologizes for making me drive out there, wasting my time, hands me the phone back, says, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pass you over his information. You can go ahead and meet him and sell it for the full price I was going to get and keep my extra profit on top too for the trouble. I'm thinking, no worries, for sure. I'm cool with that. I appreciate you. I'll see you later. I grab my phone and head home. Happy as hell that at this point in my career, I'm making $100 to $150 a day without clocking into any job. 19 years old, self-employed, life is good, baby. Then I wake up the next morning, the Facebook group, completely gone. No notifications, no nothing. I'm panicking like, fuck. I'm gonna have to go get a job again. I'm losing my mind, all sorts of shit, trying to figure out what happened. Then it gets worse. I try to bounce out of it. I line up the 5 or 6 phones that I had in my inventory at the time on my kitchen counter to start taking pictures and start posting in the other groups. I opened the box of the gold 5S from last night. The first thing I noticed, the wallpaper is this weird purple screen and it's in Spanish. Immediately I think, did she swap my phone? The first thing I do is go and check the IMEI, and sure as hell, it's blacklisted. For those who don't know, a blacklisted phone is basically useless. It's been reported lost or stolen, so it cannot be activated by any carrier. So at the time, the 5S was about a $500 phone. This lady swapped my phone out. She got me. I got. And here's where it gets crazier. So mind you, this same morning, my Facebook group that I'm making most of my sales on is completely vanished. And I also just basically took a $500 L. Turns out, she was the one that got me banned from the Facebook group. She reported me to the admin and they basically banned me and restricted all my access to this group. Boy, I was hot. Here's where it gets real, right? I could have folded right then and there, went back to a 9 to 5 and just called it quits. But nah, I fought through it. And what I did next, that's what turned me from a small time hustler to a boss. Y'all hit subscribe and stay tuned because this next part of the story is where I flipped the script on her and leveled up for real.